silence breaks her control. Silence is terrifying. It's why people struggle with being alone. It's why social media exists. It's why people drown themselves in distractions, so they don't have to sit in silence and face themselves. When you go silent, you force her to do exactly that. She expected you to chase. She expected you to validate her. She expected you to keep proving yourself. Now she's checking her phone more than you are. She's looking for signs that you still care. She's scrolling through your old texts, replaying the last time you spoke, trying to find the moment she lost her grip on you. She might try to act like she doesn't care. She might post a picture with another guy, go out with her friends, make sure you see that she's living her best life. But deep down, she's waiting. She's waiting to see if it worked. She's waiting to see if she still has that pull over you. But when the notification never comes, when you don't react, when you don't try to pull her back, that's when the panic sets in. Because now she's the one feeling powerless. The same way you used to wait for her reply, she's now waiting for yours. The same way you used to feel that tension when she took too long to respond, she's now feeling it. The same way you used to wonder if she was losing interest, she's now questioning if you're already gone. And that fear is what makes her come back. But here's where most men make the mistake. She'll send a text, something casual, something simple, just to see if you'll take the bait. She won't say she misses you. She won't admit she was wrong. She won't apologize. She'll just send something vague, something safe. Hey, hope you're doing good. How have you been? This is the test. Most men fail. They see the text and instantly light up. They think, this is it. This is the moment she realized she made a mistake. They reply within seconds. They try to restart the conversation. They think they've won. But the moment she sees that fast reply, she knows she still has you. And just like that, she disappears again. Because she was never coming back for you. She was coming back for her ego. She just needed to know you were still waiting. That's all. And now that she knows, she doesn't need to talk to you anymore. That's why the strongest response isn't a response at all. If she truly wants to come back, she will put in the effort. She won't just send a lazy text. She will make it clear that she regrets losing you. But until that happens, silence. Because silence is what creates doubt, and doubt is what makes her chase. But here's the best part. By the time she's ready to chase, you're already gone. Because now, you don't need her validation anymore. You've built your life without her. You've focused on yourself. You've built a stronger mindset, a higher value, a level of confidence that no longer depends on her presence. And by the time she realizes what she lost, by the time she's ready to do what she never did before, by the time she wants to prove herself to you, she's too late. Because now she's the one chasing a ghost. She will start to doubt herself. She thought she had all the time in the world. She thought you'd always be there, waiting, hoping, lingering on the edge of her attention, ready to jump at the slightest sign that she might still care. She convinced herself that no matter what she did, no matter how long she ignored you, no matter how many tests she threw at you, you would still be there. And now, the silence is deafening. Something shifts inside her, a small creeping doubt at first, almost unnoticeable, but it grows. It starts as a simple thought. Why hasn't he reached out? A flicker of curiosity. Then it becomes, has he moved on? The flicker turns into tension. Then it becomes, was I wrong about him? And that tension turns into something even stronger, fear. Fear that she miscalculated. Fear that she assumed too much. Fear that she lost control. Nothing shakes a woman more than the realization that she might have let something valuable slip through her fingers. Because in her mind, Men are supposed to be predictable. She assumes that if she pulls back, the natural response is that you chase harder. She expects you to fight for her. She expects you to plead, to try to make things right. But you didn't. You stayed silent. You removed your presence completely. You gave her something she never expected, the unknown. And the unknown is the most powerful force in the world. Because when something is uncertain, it becomes all-consuming. It's the same reason people can't resist checking their phones when they're waiting for a response. The same reason cliffhangers in movies keep audiences hooked. The same reason people get addicted to the chase. The mind cannot stand unanswered questions. And now, she's the one searching for answers. She starts looking at your social media, not just once, but obsessively. She's checking to see if you're online. She's scanning for any changes, new pictures, new connections, new energy. She might not like your posts, but she's watching. She might not text, but she's thinking. And the longer your silence continues, the deeper the doubt cuts into her confidence. She goes to her friends, the same ones who told her, "He'll come back," they always do. The same ones who laughed about how you were just another guy who couldn't resist her pull. But now, even they are starting to wonder. Because the longer you go without reacting, the more undeniable it becomes. You don't need her anymore. And that terrifies her, because now the power has shifted. Now she's questioning herself. And nothing makes a woman spiral faster than self-doubt. She starts replaying every interaction in her head, searching for where she went wrong. The last text she sent, the last time you saw each other, the last conversation you had, it all starts to look different in her mind. And the more she thinks about it, the more she starts to realize something she never wanted to admit. She took you for granted. She assumed she had you locked in. She assumed she could always come back when she was ready. She assumed you were like every other guy before you, desperate for her validation. But now, she isn't so sure anymore. And this doubt doesn't stay inside her mind. It spills over into her actions. Suddenly, she's testing the waters. She might not outright tell you she misses you. Her pride won't let her. But she'll start doing little things, throwing out subtle signals, looking for any sign that she still has access to you. She'll like an old picture. She'll send a casual text. She'll comment on something random. Maybe she'll even accidentally send a message meant for someone else, just to see if you'll respond. And the weak man. The weak man takes the bait. He sees the small breadcrumb and pounces. He thinks, this is it. This is the moment she realizes she wants me back. And the second he reaches out, the second he gives her even the smallest indication that he's still waiting, she pulls back again. Because now, she has her answer. She doesn't actually want to come back. She just needed to know that she still could. She just needed to prove to herself that you were still within reach, that you still cared, that you were still an option. And the moment she confirms it, she disappears again. Because it was never about you. It was about her control. And this is where most men lose. They let the doubt break them. They mistake her curiosity for genuine interest. They assume that just because she's watching, it means she's ready to come back. But watching isn't chasing. Liking isn't regretting. Texting isn't valuing. A woman who truly regrets losing you doesn't send breadcrumbs. She makes it obvious. She doesn't send a random, "Hey." She says, "I made a mistake." She doesn't just like your post. She tells you she misses you. She doesn't just wait for you to reply. She fights for your attention. And until that happens, silence. Because silence is what keeps her questioning. And questioning is what makes her chase. And even better than that, questioning is what sets you free. Because by the time she's ready to admit she was wrong, by the time she's built up the courage to reach out and actually tell you the truth, by the time she finally lets go of her pride, you will have already moved on. Because this entire time, while she was busy doubting herself, while she was searching for answers, while she was fighting her own mind, trying to figure out if she made a mistake, you were building. You were focusing on yourself. You were hitting the gym. You were working on your goals. You were leveling up in every way. You weren't sitting around waiting for her to decide if you were worthy of her time. You had already become untouchable. And that's the biggest regret she will ever feel. Not just losing you, losing the version of you she never even got to meet. Attachment. And that makes you untouchable. This isn't just about relationships. This isn't just about dating. This is about power. The power to walk away. The power to control your own emotions. The power to live your life without waiting for someone else's approval. Most men will never have that power. They will always be stuck in the cycle of seeking validation. They will always be controlled by their emotions. They will always be reacting instead of leading. But the moment you choose to detach, the moment you choose to stop playing by her rules, the moment you decide that you don't need anyone's validation to feel worthy, that's the moment you become the man you were always meant to be. And the best part, by the time she realizes she lost you, by the time she regrets walking away, by the time she's finally ready to chase you, you won't even care anymore. That's the true victory. Because the real prize was never her attention. The real prize was the man you became when you stopped seeking it. If you're ready to become untouchable, if you're ready to take full control of your life, if you're ready to be the man who never needs validation from anyone,
then subscribe right now. Support this channel, because by doing so, you're helping millions of people break free from the mindset that keeps them weak. And before you go, I want every single one of you to comment, "I am untouchable." Write it, type it, own it. Because from this moment forward, that's exactly who you are.